Pirates on the boat.
All right, going on another wheeler run. We're going in the backwoods of Georgia over here. Go pick up a, rumble strip. Pick up a 1984 Honda ATC 125M. Guy says that it needs a carb clean. You know how that usually goes. It's missed the front fender, and seat pan's a little rusty, and it doesn't have a seat cover on it, but it does have the foam still intact. So, I mean, you know, it's still going to be a comfortable little ride there. But anyhow, getting it for pretty cheap, so can't really complain. We're going to go ahead and check it for spark, just to be sure it has that. If it has spark, then we're going to know a little bit more about it. He already went ahead and replaced the brake pads on it and everything, and replaced some wheel bearings. What's that in the road? Oh, it's a skunk. Anyhow, so that gives me a little bit less stuff to do. And he said that it goes to the gears fine, everything. He said he's got another one too over at his, I guess his father-in-law or his father's house or something like that. So he's gonna give me pictures of that one. Then I might come back down here and get it sometime or other, because it's only about an hour and a half from where I'm staying right now. So anyhow, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick this thing up. We'll pick it back up whenever we have it in the truck. So I threw some starting fluid to it at the guy's house. Obviously the seat pan's rusted out pretty bad. Tank, it could need a little bit of work. It's a little rusty inside of it. Tires, they all hold air and they got good tread on them. They're a little dry rotted though. It's got a good battery to it, as you can see. And I push up and over on the, it's got high and low beam. That all works. Pretty solid little rig, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing running sometime this week and rip her around. So I'm working on this thing while it's on the truck right now. Oh Lord, had to pull the tank off. As you can see, there's a little bit of rust in there. It ain't too bad. I mean, obviously it could definitely be better, but it ain't the worst tank I've seen. I don't think there's gonna be any soft spots in it or anything like that. And there's really no dents in it either from where it's been rolled or anything. And the bars are pretty straight on it. So honestly, I don't think it's ever really been rolled or anything. It might have just sat outside for a long time, and that's why it's got a lot of wear and tear on it. I don't think it's got really that high of hours. So anyway, what I did, because these don't have a petcock, I went ahead and just drove 2 sticks into the freaking fuel lines, because I didn't have any vacuum plugs or anything, and there's a little bit of fuel still in there. Well, yeah, right there where the reserve line is, there's a little bit of fuel that's still reaching it, and they ain't really leaking. So honestly, I think it's okay. This is what I always use for my tanks, just to give you an idea. This is a Vapor Rust or a Vapor Rust, however you want to say it.
This video is sponsored by Vapor Rust. Nehemiah, how do you like to use a Vapor Rust in your vehicles that you're working on?
I like to use them for all my stuff that's sitting out behind my scam shed. It works good on tanks, works good on rust on four-wheeler racks, works good on Skittles. I use it just as much as I use No Smoke.
All right, it's the next day. I'm gonna check it out for class. It hadn't been 12 hours quite yet, but we'll go ahead and see what we got going on. Oh yeah. Well, hold on, let me cut the flashlight on. You can go ahead and check out and see what's in there. It's working pretty good though. Well, anyhow, you see it's ate up a little bit of the rust. I mean, all it's got is just a little bit in there. It's ate up to that line right there, but as you can see, the majority of it's gone. Can't beat that at all. We're gonna go ahead and let her sit for a little while longer, and then we'll go ahead and clean her out later. Switch it around and stuff. I'm gonna lean the tank up forward just a little bit, try and eat away the rest of this up top. I mean, I doubt it's gonna, you know, eat it up in the time that I want it to, but anyway, yeah, that's pretty solid right there. You can't beat that. Got her going, boys. Kinda. Big hill climb. There he goes. It made it. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Oh, God. You're... He's trying to feel how tippy it is right now. You probably gonna have to gear that.
It will not pop up.
He might flip it. Hey, nah, y'all good. Take her easy though. No, you got to keep her in first. Yeah, you got to watch your feet, bud. All right, well, anyway, she's fun while she lasts. I got her posted up for sale. Got the idle pretty good. Headlight works. Chain keeps loosening up on the back. Throwing the chain, and sprocket could use a little bit of work on the front. But other than that, solid little rig. I guess we're going to sell it and upgrade it into something else. So concludes the freaking Honda ATC 125M. She runs mint. It's got a little bit of an air leak, vacuum leak, but other than that, pretty solid machine. We're gonna go ahead and get her sold today and be done with it. Hold on, let's go ahead and turn this down.
Later that same evening.
All right, so a little bit of a crazy change of plans. I mean, spur of the moment type stuff, I reckon. So anyway, we are going right now currently to pick up a Honda 400EX. Guy's got it listed as a 300EX. He's not really too sure what he's got. Runs and rides perfect. He sent me a video of it running. I mean, it fired right up. I mean, it was a video from today that he sent me. And he only wants $1,000 for it. Plastics are painted black, but it don't really look that bad. It's got a good exhaust on it and everything. And other than that, engine looks clean. Doesn't have any oil spots on it or anything. So anyway, just sold the three-wheeler today, the 125. Just sold it today, and now I'm going to go get this 300EX. So yeah, should be there about 9 o'clock tonight. And you know, hopefully the old truck will make it. Hopefully it's got it in her, but I'm pretty sure it does. So anyhow, we will be back whenever we have the four-wheeler. Well, I got the four-wheeler. Front and rear brakes work. It fires up, runs pretty good. It's got an FMF exhaust on the back. I think it's actually a full pipe. I could be wrong. It looked like it was a full pipe. But anyway, we went ahead and got it. $1,000. It runs pretty good. Air boots off of the air box, and it could use the air box lid. I'm just going to throw an air filter on it, rejet the carb, and she should be ready to go. All right, well, I'm back with the four-wheeler. As you can tell, it's painted plastics and everything. Does have beadlock wheels on it. Nice original aluminum rears, and the treads, it's not the best. Anyway, looking over the whole entire four-wheeler, it's actually pretty clean for what it is. Frame, pretty decent, missing the like little toolbox on the side. Obviously the engine, very clean, no oil leaks. Not even on the bottom of the engine, it's pretty dry, you know. No cracks in the behind the case or anything. Good sprockets, front and rear, good chain. Full body skid plate. Doesn't have A-arm skid plates, but that's okay, whatever. It's got some sort of, I don't know why it's got this red like conduit around the brake lines and the oil lines and stuff like that, but it does. It's got these air dams on it. Supposed to help with heat distribution and ram air rigmarole. Okay, anyway, but it's got that. Like I said, beadlocks. Headlights work. Tail light works. It's got a a death skull, bad to the bone seat cover thing, but I mean, at least the seat ain't tore. FMF, Power Core 4 exhaust. And I think that's a full exhaust, and I think they put on the stock, heat shroud. Anyway, front and rear brakes work, which is good. It's got fatty bars on it. I think they're Renthals, but it really ain't that bad, and it's a solid machine. The carrier's good. The wheel bearings and the bushings are good up front. A-arm bushings, that's all perfect. Couldn't really ask for better for $1,000, and I got to test drive it there. Obviously the neutral safety switch has been undone. It's got a park and brake delete, I believe. Yep, it does. I don't know what, it's a Lone Star Racing park and brake delete kit. So I'll have to do something with those wires, like zip tie them up just so they ain't dangling. But other than that, I mean, it's a pretty solid machine. 2003 model 400EX, $1,000. Not even bad. All right, so turn the key. I mean, it really ain't all that bad. It's got a good exhaust note.